Greetings, children of the screen. Your friendly neighborhood nerd scum here. Apologies for, the very lax nature of this video. I wasn't really planning on making a video right now, and I don't have anything planned or written, but it's about, I don't know, a little after 5 in the morning, and I was scrolling through Instagram, and I saw that Sid Haig had passed. On the Instagram page that he uses. His wife made a post stating that Saturday he passed away. Um, so yeah, normally I would have like the post up here and stuff, but again, I'm just knocking this thing out while it's still fresh. Because I don't really see very many people talking about it other than in that post. Like, there aren't any articles up yet, and I haven't seen a whole lot of posts on Instagram or Twitter or anything like that. Um, so yeah, like Sid Haig, for most people, younger people, even people my age, they probably know him most prevalently from The Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses, and the slew of kind of like, horror movies he's made since then. But it's important to keep in mind when we're remembering Sid Haig that, like, he has a very long and storied career. Uh, he was in like 150 different TV shows and movies. Like, he worked with some serious legends of filmmaking. He worked with Lucille Ball. He was on Gunsmoke. He was on the original Star Trek series. Now, mind you, a lot of these are small roles. A lot of times, supporting roles, or sometimes even just kind of like background characters with a couple of lines. You know, but he was there and he was a part of it. And while that's not necessarily like the most glamorous thing, like, he was an important part of all those projects. Like, he showed up and put in 110% and waited for his moment to shine and just committed to whatever he was doing. I've never seen a Sid Haig performance that I felt was phoned in. There are plenty of movies where most actors would have phoned it in, and normally I wouldn't even have watched the movies in question, except Sid Haig was in them, so I thought I would give them a chance. And even when they were not great movies, his performance always shined, and it was always like the bright spot of the movie. Damn, I really need to see Three from Hell now, like way more than I did. But anyway, I mean, like, again, like, this dude was in tons of stuff. He was in a James Bond movie, Diamonds Are Forever. Like, he had a rich and storied career. Again, it's maybe not like the most glamorous one that people might think about in terms of like living the life of a Hollywood actor or something like that. But the dude was working. The dude provided for his family. The dude has a permanent legacy in 150 TV shows and movies. Which, again, like, man, for an actor to stay working for that long, that says something not only about their determination, but about their skill. Because, again, so often we think of acting as like the big moments, but again, like, those are the big moments that we remember. But for every one of those big moments that we remember, like, very crisply in our mind, there's probably 100 people providing little moments that provide all the things necessary to build up to that big moment. And again, like, Sid very rarely was center stage, but I don't think I've ever seen anything he was in where he didn't contribute something. So again, like, definitely, like, in Devil's Rejects, I love those movies, don't get me wrong, guys. Like, he's amazing in them. His performances are just totally awesome. But again, like, keep in mind when we're remembering this man that, like, he was also a father and a grandfather, and he was a lot more than just Captain Spaulding, even though he was amazing as Captain Spaulding. So anyway, guys, yeah, like, I'm really bummed out. Like, I love Sid Haig, and I loved his performances. I loved his movies. He's one of those. It's also one of the few, like, I worked Texas Frightmare because of movies I did a few years, and, like, he's one of the few people that was on my list of, like, celebrities or, people from movies I love that I wanted to meet at one of the conventions that I never got a chance to, and now I never will. But anyway, yeah, like, it sucks, and, my condolences, and my heart goes out to his family right now, and, yeah, just, R.I.P. Sid Haig. You wonderful, wonderful, wonderful bastard. Right on, guys. So anyway, sorry to bum you out early in the morning, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on this because, again, like, I am hoping that I'm wrong. I know that from, like, the genre community, the genre film community, like, there will be an outpouring of love that will come against, like, 5 in the morning right now, so, but there will be an outpouring, but, you know, I'm just thinking about the way that actors of Sid's caliber are sometimes remembered, and it's like, he was way more than that, you know? He was way more than a couple of little B movies, which I love those movies. I'm not talking shit about them, you know? But, like, the man had a legacy, and he should be remembered as such, not just as Captain Spaulding, but as someone who, like, had his hands in and touched some of the most, like, influential and important pieces of television and cinema over the last, you know, 40, 50 years or so, you know? So anyway, thank you very much for watching this, guys. Hope you have a good one. Nerd Scum, out.